Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm just getting my smoker ready here. I guess they gotta bend down a little bit, but yeah, I just want to get this smoker ready. It's actually kind of out. Let me get my lighter. There she goes. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Smoke, smoke, smoke. I put my bee helmet on. Take my sun visor off. Get my bee helmet. I was over a friend of mine's today working on some bees. Teaching me how to do splits. I got stung right there. It really didn't hurt, but it's not like I felt really good, but doesn't hurt as bad as people think. Probably less than getting a shot, of penicillin or something. But all right, so today my goal in my beehive. Let me get down here a little bit. My goal in my beehive is to. I saw the queen last week. I just want to check for larvae, eggs, maybe some nectar, brood pattern, because you want to make sure that the queen's laying good. They always say a football-sized circle of brood laying is good, and I also want to see how much room they got. So rule of thumb I've heard is that when they have 5, 6, 7 frames of bees on a frame and a 10 high frame, then you can probably end up adding another deeper or super. So that's what we're checking today. This is only my second inspection. Probably after today I won't inspect them for 2 weeks, but this is kind of swarm season, so I wanted to just make sure they had room. Probably, like I said, I'm a new beekeeper, so as I beekeep, my inspections will get better, my timing will get better, and so forth. I forgot my notepad because I'd like to write down how many frames of brood there is and things like that. So let me give them a smoke and let's open it up and see what's happening. Just going to give it a little bit of smoke in the front here, just a little bit. You can kind of hear them. They don't really mind the smoke, but I'm sure they. Oh, you know what I forgot is my hive tool. Oh well. Guess we'll try to do it without. I don't think it's gonna be that bad because this is a new hive, so chances of them having propolis everywhere is probably slim to none. But all right, let's look underneath the hood. Look at all the bees. I'm gonna shake them in there. Actually, I'm gonna put it right here for now, off to the side. Alrighty. And I'm gonna look down in there, and it looks like they have bees here, 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 and here. But like I said, I don't have my tool on me, so I'm gonna do this barehanded. Let's see. Now, the only reason I can do this right now is because they don't have a lot of propolis, but right now I see that there is propolis on this one frame right here. So let me try to pull this out. Alrighty. So this is the empty frame that was last week, and they're already, as you can see, they're getting comb drawn out. It's kind of weird how they pull out like that, but let's see what the back looks like. Nothing on the back, so I'll just put this off to the side. I'm just going to rest it right here on the back, right there. Try not to squeeze my bees so they don't get mad. So what I'm going to do is with that frame that's not got too much on it. Of course, this one doesn't either. Ooh, that's got some propolis on it. But this is one of my empty frames from last week. As you can see, they have started working on the drawn out comb. They call that drawing out the comb. The comb that you see right there is just the wax comb that you buy from a beehive supply store. And then they draw it out like that. So as you can see, I'm gonna move this one to the outside. One thing I learned too is like, you don't want to turn the frames as you pull them out, but you can move them to the outside here. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one in and move this one hive out a little bit. So let me pull this out a little bit. This is where the hive tool comes in good because it'll help you push away from this propolis, and I didn't bring it. A friend of mine just uses a knife, which I may just start doing that. So I want to slowly pull these out. I didn't really look under there. If you roll a bee, you may get stung. This is pretty heavy. Like I can't even. I'm gonna try to look into the sun here. So it's got a lot of bees on there. I don't see any eggs. Ah, where is the eggs? I see nectar. Nectar and pollen. Nectar is your honey, but these have, I see one bee kind of got his head stuck in a hole there. I wonder if he's dead. I don't know. Now he's moving. Not sure what that one bee is doing. Okay. Sounds like they're getting a little antsy. I may smoke them just a little bit. That one right there, you can see him kind of pissed off. Alrighty. So what I wanted to do is kind of look at these frames over here. Boy, I got quite a few bees that are just kind of stuck in the hole there. I wonder what that means. Interesting. Their heads are just stuck in the comb. It's weird looking. All right, grab these here. These are kind of heavy. I wish I could find the eggs. Let's see. Looking for the queen. I'm looking for nectar. I'm looking for egg laying pattern. I don't really see a lot of eggs being laid. I see a lot of these bees with their heads stuck in the comb. I wonder what that means. If they just kind of croaked in there or what? It's weird looking. Anyway, there's like an old swarm cup. There's my queen right there. As you can, if you can see her walking around with a green top. Let me see if I can set this down. Where did she go? Oh, right there. That's my queen. See her walking around. So now I should see eggs on this frame since she's on here. I just want to see if I can look in there. It's really hard to see eggs. Wish I could see eggs. I don't know. It's interesting. But I do see a lot of bees just kind of sticking their heads in the hole. I don't think I'm doing too well here, to be honest with you. You can see right there, they're building, it looks like a swarm cell right here. See that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but I wonder if my egg's doing good at all. What are you gonna do? It's like I said, it's my first time beekeeping, so I wish I could see more eggs flying around. I don't know. These little bees seem like they're kind of a little upset, but kind of make them sad. It is windy out. That kind of makes them upset too, I think. But we're just going to go through here. One thing we want to do is make sure that your frames are all together, because if you leave a space like that in there, they'll draw out comb, which is not good. And then it kind of makes a mess, but oh, this one's kind of heavy. It's just a brood laying pattern. It's kind of weird. Of course, these are frames I bought from my beekeeper friend. I'm interested to see how it looks when on those frames that they're trying to build comb on. But one thing I do see is bees with their little heads down in the hole. So, oh, there is an egg. I can actually see the larva. It looks like basically a C shape. Yep, so that means the queen's been here probably 7 to 8 days ago. I think I have to double check on that, but you can tell as the larva, there's a C shape. There's no way you can see in there, but with my phone on my camera, but there's a C shape. There's like a straight rice and then a slanted rice. And as your rice, what it looks like tells you how old the larva is. So you have basically ELP is how I remember eggs, larva, and pupae. Pupae is basically the capped over brood to where the bees are going to come out. It'd be awesome to see a bee actually chewing their way out of their hive, out of the comb. I've seen that on YouTube before. It's really neat to see the bees stick their heads. I don't know if you can look in there, but the bees, how they stick their heads down in the hole. See, if you look right here, where I see right here, those are queen cell cups. A lot of times I've heard when they build them in the middle here, that means either the queen is failing or they want to replace their queen. If the queen cell is down here, that means they want to swarm. So looks like they're actively working on this one right here. I'll have to look that up and find out what that means. But yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, it's only my second week in beekeeping and I find it fascinating. It's really neat. You can see these two bees on top. I don't know what they're doing. I think females, the worker bees, they actually clean each other off. They actually clean the hive. They actually fan themselves to keep the hive cool in the summertime, which is pretty neat. Bees all together are pretty cool. I know I'm going really slow. Maybe as they get more experience. I mean, you are supposed to go slow when you're working with bees because you don't want to freak them out. I can see one bee down there flapping its wings. I think it's trying to cool something off. They're she's, Keith. I don't see a lot of drone. This one's kind of heavy. So more larvae in there I see, which is pretty cool. I'm just trying to see their laying pattern. Look out, BBs. Oh, I just saw a beetle, I think. Yeah. Crap, there's a beetle. So I got hive beetles. I got to kill those suckers off. Let's see if I can squeeze that sucker. I don't know. I think I got him. Well, I need to go get some Swiffer sheets to kill these beetles off. Because I just saw one run there. See how I just touched that bee right there? Alright. Alright. See how I smashed that comb, but they'll actually fix that. Yeah, I got to get rid of these beetles because they'll lay eggs in there. And for all I know, that larva in there could be beetles. Alright, I need to get some Swiffer sheets. Look out, guys, look out. Coming down. Coming through. Alright, I'm going to look at this other frame here. Yeah. See how it's hard to pull them away right now. This hive's only 2 weeks old, and that's why you need a hive tool to kind of pull them away. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I see the larva in there. That was the first hive beetle I saw. So I need to get, like I said, the Swiffer sweets. They'll wreak havoc on your brood. They'll lay their eggs in there, and then they jump out on the ground, and then they're just a pain in the butt. You got furrow mites and these beetles, pain in the rumpus. So cool. I gotta look in the sun here. Forgive me for my videos being long, drawn out, and maybe not interested, but like I said, it's my second week. I'm kind of having fun just learning. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for some things. Like I said, I'm looking for larvae. I see some egg larvae, and I'm hoping that they're bee larvae, not beetle larvae. Of course, the beetle larvae look like maggots, and I'll know in 2 weeks if they were. But I'm going to come out here tomorrow or later on today and put some Swiffer sweets on. Swiffer sheets, non-smelling Swiffer sweets. I can't speak today. Swiffer sheets, non-smelling Swiffer sheets. And basically what the beetles do, they walk on there and then they get stuck, and then you just take those beetles and throw them in soapy water or something. So all right. So nectar. I've seen eggs, and I saw that one hive beetle, which is kind of pisses me off. But oops, sorry, I shouldn't say pissed off, but it's part of beekeeping. So and I really only saw one frame with a lot of good eggs on it, larvae. Slowly back and we go. All right. So I want to look at this frame here. You can see that bee right there that's actually called, I don't know if you can see it, but she's licking nectar, which is like honey. I'm gonna pull this one out. You don't want to bounce it like that. All right, so they're not even on the outside frame yet. All right, but they're trying. Like I said, this is my second week. Last week they weren't even on here, but you can see how they're drawing out the comb right here. That's honeycomb. Well, not honeycomb, but it's comb. So honeycombs are on the outside, so I'll leave that out there. Very good, very good. Put that there. And I think what I want to do is put this one frame on the inside closer to the center. See, that one is landing on me. No stinging. All right, push these over. Kind of slow. Push it over. I don't want to squeeze them. Look out. Look out. Look out. See, it's hard to get in here with these bees right here. But I'll push them over and get out of the way. I'm gonna smoke them a little bit just to get them off those frames. Of course, my smoker went out. All right, I learned that too. A good beekeeper never lets their smoker run out, which I did. So let me go get it lit up again just so I can move some of these bees off the frame when I put it back together. And that's another rule of thumb, is you don't want to have hot flame coming out of there. You just want to have smoke, nice cool smoke. So just gonna smoke them a little bit just so I can move the frames back. All right, move out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Because they're like, when you put the frames, they touch like that, and I just don't want to squeeze any bees in there, so I got them moved out of the way now. I'm going to slide these over, get out of the way, out of the way. All right, slide this one over. Just want to look at this one again, see if that was honey. I'm just going to leave this one on the outside, I think, because they really haven't drawn it out too much, but anyway. They're stuck together right there. Bees are cool. I like them. Actually, I'm gonna switch this one out. No, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna, because I'm trying to get this hive to grow. When I put the next deep on, that's where the honey is gonna be, hopefully. So let me stick this one in here. Remember I said you want to turn them, keep them the same direction, so I knew this one was on the inside, so I'm gonna just put this one in here. Try to get it out of the way. Slowly down. Get out of the way, bees. All right. So yeah, note to self, gotta get some Swiffer sheets on there. All right, so I'm gonna push everything to the center. A little gap there, a little gap here. Okay, awesome. Alrighty. So you know what's neat is that's how bees are. Remember how many bees were on the frame? The top cover, so they basically come off and then they basically go back in there. But I'm just gonna smoke a little bit to get them off there, get them off. So I can put the top on there. Alrighty, so let's put this back on. Put this back on. Let's double check. All right, frames touching, frames touching. This one's over a little bit. I think that's good. All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second inspection done. Just gotta keep up on those varroa mites and the beetles. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can go back to work. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was long, but hey, that's beekeeping. But yeah, God bless and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.